Welcome to City Week, ladies and gentlemen. Today I have the pleasure of sitting down with one gentleman that I have seen grow up from crawling around on the floor to being an outstanding young man in our community. I worked with his late grandmother, and
yes, sir.
Of course he doesn't need an introduction, ladies and gentlemen. You know who I'm talking about.
Oh,
none other than Mr. Quay Boddie. Quay, welcome to the show.
Man, thank you again. It's been a few months. It's been a few months.
It has been a while, but you know what? We always want to get you guys back on so you can talk about things going on in our community, because you know the usefulness of you all and the things that you do in our community are very, very vital and much so needed.
Yes, sir.
And we just want to say thank you, first of all, for that and
sir.
Your service.
Appreciate that.
And I know, Quay, you don't really need an introduction, but I'm going to ask you just to do a little quick, short. Tell us who you are.
My name is Quay Boddie, born and raised right here from LaGrange. There's no other place that I would rather be from than LaGrange, Georgia. As you mentioned, and some of you may know, I was raised by my grandmother, Dorothy Boddie, who was also a long-standing City of LaGrange employee, I believe 33 years.
That's right.
To be exact. And so I grew up watching my grandmother sacrifice and do so many things for the community. And I remember seeing that and saying, I want to be like that when I grow up. And ended up going to Callaway High School. Was an athlete there. Went to Shorter University. Got a degree in business administration. I left LaGrange for a couple of years. I came back in 2015. I was homesick. I didn't realize or know why I was homesick. But once I got back, I found that my mission was to really dive deep within my community. Yeah. And so here we are now, council and community serving, and you name it. You know, God has placed my hands in a lot of different things that are going on in the community.
That's right. And much needed hands too. Let me ask you, Quay, you know, the youth of your generation and the youth of this generation, do you see a difference in it?
Huge difference, huge difference. You know, I hate to piggyback off of other people, but you know, social media, I think that has a big impact on things. Video games and you know, all of these electronics and things that we really didn't have. You know, as I was growing up, you know, we loved to stay outside.
That's right.
And ride our bikes and play basketball, football. You know, so it's different now. You know, kids now, you know, they want to stay in the house. They want to stay on the video game. To a certain extent, there's nothing wrong with that, but you know, I think that we were really being kids now, and things are, like you said, totally different, than what they once were. So. That's
right. And you guys, you and some other community activists and are involved in our community and really have the heart of our youth at the forefront.
Right.
You guys have a program, Operation We Believe in You. Talk about Operation Believe in You. How did it get started, and why do you feel so strongly about it?
Yes, sir. So I know we talked about it before, but like you said, we're going to recap it again.
That's right. Always needed.
Back around March, you know, it's no secret if you're from LaGrange, you have seen some unfortunate events, if I can get my words together, some unfortunate events that have happened earlier this year with our youth and young adults due to gun violence or just violence within the community, period. And, you know, I remember Mayor Edmondson coming and he said, what are we going to do about this? You know, and he basically sent out a call to all of the community leaders or basically community groups. Hey, let's come together and let's figure out a plan to help curb some of this violence that's going on. So I already had a plan or something I wanted to do to put it in place, and I came up with the name Operation We Believe in You. And we started on April 20th. It's a 6-week initiative. What happens is we go 6 weeks. We'll take a couple weeks off and we'll come back for another 6 weeks. As youth and young adults, we always encourage parents to stay involved with the kids, see what we have going on. It's basically fellowship, but we're also adding life lessons to that, doing things like etiquette and you know, critical thinking, things like that. Also, with that being said, and I know I may be jumping ahead.
No, it's all right, fine.
Ms. Wendy Brewer with Survival Kit. She was one of the attendees early on with Operation We Believe in You, and she called me one day and she said, Quay, let's collaborate. I said, fine. You know, Miss Wendy, she's an educator. She's awesome, wonderful. I've been knowing her a long time. And so it's been a collaboration within the past couple of months with the initiative.
Very good. And when you talk about collaboration, so many times, we feel so strong about our program
Right.
that we feel like, okay, ours is the very best, and it is.
Right.
But when you can collaborate, you bring the best with the best, and you get better.
Right.
So it's because there's only so many ways you can slice up a pie.
Right.
And then the more you slice it, the smaller it gets.
Yes, sir.
So then collaboration is a very needed thing in our community, and especially when you have parallel goals and objectives.
Yes, sir.
So what are some of the things I heard you talking about? Some life skills, etiquettes.
Right.
Why are those things so important in your opinion for our young people to embrace?
Well, some people grow up differently. There may have been some things that you grew up being privy to or learning that I may not have known. And so exposing kids, youth, young adults to different things and allowing them to become well-rounded and diverse, that can help out with a lot of different things when it comes to going into school and bullying and things of that nature. And so we always try to make them think and also get them to learn of how to express themselves. One of the things that we do, we might ask a kid or youth or young adult, sometimes even the parents, how are you feeling right now? Have them express themselves. Or one thing I love to do is I'll take a board game, or Miss Wendy will take a board game or a card game, and we will relate that to life. I use it for an example, Uno. We take Uno, we take about 4 cards. We take the skip card, we take the reverse card, we take the +4 card, and then we also take the wild card. Let's just say the wild card is when situations get wild in life, right? We take the +4 card and we say, this is when things are added onto your life and you feel like that you can't bear it. We take the reverse card when people may, turn their backs on you or switch up on you. And then we take the skip card. Sometimes people in life will skip over you. But regardless of all of these things happening, you still have to do the best that you can do and deal the cards that life has given you.
Oh, wow.
And so, we relate things, we make it fun. Sometimes the kids and the youth and young adults or parents, they're like, why in the world are we playing Uno? Or why are we playing this game? Not knowing that we have, a whole goal or an agenda of why we're playing it.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, that's awesome. And like you and others, I've played Uno before.
Yes, sir.
So when you can take it out and just kind of relate it to life situations, definitely like, oh, wow, a light bulb experience.
Yes, sir.
A light bulb experience. Youth and young adults, if there were kids, and I know sometimes when you have programs like this, you would like for it to be consistently the same kids, but how does that impact you? Does it bother you guys or?
It doesn't. I mean, the amazing thing about it is, like I said, we have people who are not really instructors, but they're, I guess you could say, chaperones, or you have people that just come and say, let's see what's going on, and they get involved as well. And so we're covered, around every base when it comes to, whether it be a 10-year-old or whether it be a 16-year-old.
Okay.
We have enough coverage when the kids do come, to even everything out.
That's good.
Yes, sir.
And the kids, they come, they learn. What is the ultimate takeaway that you want them to go out into society? What is the ultimate takeaway that you would hope that the individuals, because you're impacting lives, I'm going to let you know, you're impacting lives.
I appreciate that.
What is the ultimate takeaway that you'd like to see them?
My thing is always, and if you follow me on social media, I'm all about encouragement every single day. And I always tell people, if God does nothing else for me, I pray that he never takes away my gift to uplift and encourage other people. The ultimate takeaway would be to just be positive, stay positive, make good choices, regardless of you making mistakes in your life, life is not over. Take advantage of your opportunities. Those are just a few things that, we always try to make sure that we instill in the students. So education is important. Education is key. You need your education, but also just learning how to navigate through life. I don't know everything. I'm still a young man.
That's right.
I'm learning every day, and I just pray that any youth or young adult or parent, that they just want to continue to learn every day. And so, like I said, we always try to make, the attendees think, outside the box and be positive about what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, a positive attitude would take you so much further in life. They're saying your attitude is determined by your altitude is determined by your attitude.
Yes,
so definitely. Now, if there was parents that are watching or kids, because I think all of them do watch the show. I hope they do. I hope you guys are watching me at times to time. If there was someone that was watching, they're like, you know what? I've heard about the operation We Believe in You. I've been meaning to get involved with it. How can they get involved, and how can they get their children involved with you guys?
Absolutely. So you can reach out to myself, Quay Boddie, on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm also on TikTok. Or you can reach out to Ms. Wendy Brewer. We both are very responsive when it comes to Facebook. But once again, like I said, it's usually every Thursday from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at William Griggs Recreation Center. You can almost guarantee that we're going to be there every Thursday. Also, if you would like to call me, I've never given my number on a broadcast before, but you can call 706-302-0809, 706-302-0809, and you can talk to me, and we'll get you squared away and get you involved.
Very good. And a lot of times when you do programming of such, and they're very beneficial, there's opportunity for volunteerism and also donations.
Right.
If anybody wanted to make a donation, because I understand at the climax of those 6 weeks, you guys can kind of give gift cards and various things. So if anybody wants to make a contribution, is that an opportunity?
Absolutely. Whatever you guys would like to give, we usually are coming out of our own pockets, making sure everything is everything with food and prizes and candy, things like that. But, we have had a couple of people who are in the community that said, hey, can we get some gift cards for the kids? Can we help with this meal? Because we want to make sure that every attendee is fed, have some drinks and pizza and, things like that. So, absolutely. We're not going to turn down a blessing for sure. Yes, sir.
Right. Well, Quay, it's definitely always a pleasure to sit down with you, and you always encouraging, positive, uplifting. That's definitely you.
Yes, sir.
Those are the characteristics that you definitely display. And again, I just want to say thank you. Just like I started out the show, I want to end the show by saying thank you for being my guest today, and thank you for what you're doing in our community.
Absolutely. I appreciate you, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, now.
Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for more City Week coming up in just a moment. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for us to jump on over to Visit LaGrange and hear all about the wonderful activities that will be taking place in our community. So we'll go on over and visit Lynne Holle. Lynne, take it away.
Good morning. Welcome to City Scenes. I'm Lynne Holle, coming to you from Visit LaGrange. Today we're going to be talking about all the events that will be going on in and around LaGrange during the week of August 14th through August 20th. So let's go. Tuesday, August 15th at 10 a.m., Newman Building ribbon cutting, 200 East Depot Street. Mark your calendars and join us for our ribbon cutting ceremony of the Newman Building. We are so excited to show off all of the renovations that have taken place over the past few months. See you there. Saturday, August 19th from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m., Yoga in the Vines at Nutwood Winery. Yoga in the Vines is the self-care and the fresh air that you've been missing. Under the shade of 200-year-old pecan trees, let your troubles fade away and your mind be clear to step into a new day. Enjoy a beginner, intermediate, 1-hour yoga practice and short meditation with options for the first-time participant to the seasoned practitioner. Each session is just $15, payable directly to the instructor. And we recommend you prepay via Venmo to @Christina-Moore-49. We ask that you bring your own mat and any other props you enjoy for your practice, such as blocks or straps. However, the mat is necessary for the practice. Saturday, August 19th from 5 p.m. until 9 p.m., Taco Wars at Wild Leaf Brew Company. Wild Leaf is thrilled to announce the return of Taco Wars. Come out for a full night of delicious tacos from food vendors from all over Georgia. Live music, one-day-only beers, craft cocktails and slushies, brewery games, vote for your favorite tacos. Food vendors include Trinity Tacos, The Chill Spot, Taqueria Dos Galos de Oro, Wild Caught Seafood, Smoking Moe's Barbecue, Silva Tacos, Georgia Tacos. Free entry, all ages welcome, no outside food or beverage is permitted. Saturday, August 19th, beginning at 6 p.m. and ending at 9 p.m., Beacon Anniversary Party at Beacon Brewing Company. Shh, we have a secret. Come find out first at our 5th anniversary party. Join us from 6 to 9 on August 19th as we celebrate with our new beer release, shop local artisans, and enjoy live music from Joe Austin and the Tallahatchies. We will also have a special secret meet and greet. Megan Tipsword Pottery, Happy Veal, Uptown Bounce, and many more vendors. These are just a few of the events that will be happening in and around LaGrange during the week of August 14th through August 20th. We hope you will get out, enjoy, have some fun, and as always, stay safe. Back to you, Alton.
Well, Lynn, thank you for that lineup of events. I know that, as always, our community will come out and patronize each and every one of them. Be safe and make sure you stay hydrated in our weather. Ladies and gentlemen, hope that you've enjoyed my interview this week. My guests have been none other than Mr. Quay Boddie, as he talked about the Operation We Believe in You in collaboration with Ms. Wendy Brewer, and they can continue to help our youth in the community by having classes there at the William Gregg Center from 5 p.m. until 7 p.m. every Thursday. So by all means, if you want to get involved with them, give them a call at the number that he left. I'm sure they will truly welcome your assistance. Ladies and gentlemen, hope that you've enjoyed my interview. And as always, I want to invite you back for more of City Week.